There, it's Ashley from St. Louis Ashtanga Yoga. Today, let's take a look at the seated vinyasa within the Ashtanga Yoga sequence. I feel like a lot of folks get hung up here and caught up with that they need to match a certain aesthetic or have a certain athletic flowing ability with this seated vinyasa to engage with this practice, and that's simply not true. There's lots of different steps that we can work as we build our strength and flexibility, and today I wanted to showcase that. So within the Ashtanga yoga practice, after we complete a seated posture or asana, there is a vinyasa that happens. And you would pick up, swing your legs through, come back to chaturanga, cycle through an up dog, a down dog, and then jump through and into the next pose. So first, let's just take a look at what that vinyasa might look like. So first thing you want to think about is getting your thighs as close to your chest as possible. When you set up your hands, you want to make sure that you're setting them in front of your hips, not in line with your hips and definitely not behind, but a little bit in front. You can flex your feet to help with foot clearance, or you can point your toes. This might help you squeeze your legs in a little bit closer to your body. So play with which foot position helps you get clearance a little bit better. As I lift up and start to bring my legs through, I'm going to shift my weight forward. So let's take a look at what this vinyasa might look like. So my hands are in front. I'm going to cross my legs above my ankles. I'm pulling my thighs in towards my chest, and I'm going to pick up, swing through chaturanga. Inhale for upward dog, exhale for downward dog. Now to come through, I'm going to take my gaze forward of my hands, and I'm going to look towards the top edge of my yoga mat, because where I look, my feet will follow, and I want them to land in front of my hands. So I'm going to squat down to spring up, look forward, and bring the legs through and sit down. And from here I go into the next posture. So say maybe all of those steps aren't quite happening for you yet, and that's okay. This is a movement I'm still refining, and I've been practicing for over a decade. So don't get too frustrated. So one thing you can work on at first is simply building strength to be able to pick up and making yourself compact. So maybe you're just working on getting yourself into as much of a ball as you can and working that kind of cross here. Maybe you're ready to start working on just practicing lifting up and setting it back down. Maybe you're just pressing, working on getting in. Maybe the butt comes up and you're just building some strength here before you proceed into the next posture. Maybe you're able to pick it up, you set it back down, bring your hands in front, step it back, lower down, cycle through your vinyasa there. Maybe you make it partway back, touch, step, step, lower down, the vinyasa. Maybe you feel like you just need a little bit more height. Grab some blocks. And you can work all of these steps with blocks too. So you could work just the lift, you could work on the swing through, you could play with all of it. So pick one of those options that works for you. Now, let's take a look at some modifications or options for jumping through. You can step through. Step, 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 step. You can bring one leg up towards your chest, bring the other leg, and then maybe swing them through. Love that option because it starts to work that gliding feeling of jumping through while also building strength. Maybe you jump through, but you don't quite make it. Just keep working those legs through. Build that core strength. So, there's a lot of options, as you can see. And the practice can meet you wherever you are. So, try not to get too frustrated. Try not to compare yourself to others too much. And keep practicing. I hope this helped.